Hi there, welcome along. This is the Heavy Metal Berserker channel. My name's Dan and it's Sunday. So it's time for a Sunday sermon. Oh. So what's better than on a Sunday than fucking ruthless heavy metal, which is what I'm going to be reviewing here. I've got 5 releases from Friday. Now this is a new thing I might start. So guys, if you're watching this, stick in the comments if you want me to do a Sunday sermon every Sunday. I might be able to do it. If there's some cool releases, I'll do it anyway. But it all depends on what's released and blah, blah, blah. So obviously there's a big thrash release this week. So I thought, right, let's go into it. And then there was a black metal album and stuff that I liked. So I thought, right, let's do a Sunday sermon on these things, right? So, yeah. So, yes. So the big release, obviously, is Coroner, Dissonant Theory. It's 10 songs, 47 minutes long. Now then, I've got a bit of a sketchy past with Coroner. I know some of their stuff, but back in the day, it didn't really appeal to me. But on a few listens of this one, it's kind of proggy, expansive thrash. It's been released on Century Media. There's an intro to start off with, which is a bit pointless, but anyway. The first song is Consequence. Now, it starts off with a thrashy riff. The mix section is proggy and expansive. The guitar work is unreal. Big thrash riff towards the end, and it's great vocals from Ron, which are great. He's got a good singing voice, cleans as well. So what not to like, right? It's pretty good. There's also a song called The Law, which I like, which is definitely quite proggy. This is the kind of album you put on and you just sit there and listen. Look out the window and sort of let it sink into you. It's a mellow, eerie start, this one, with a proggy riff. Again, this song feels massive. Chorus is slow and brooding. Musicianship is awesome. So it's, as I say, it's thrashy, but it's like expansive, and there's big passages of instrumental stuff, which is, it just kind of takes you somewhere, you know. So yeah, that's Coroner, Dissonant Theory. So that's the first one that was released on Friday, the 17th of October. The second one I'm going to talk about, now you'll have to bear with me on the pronunciation. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's hard to pronounce this fucker. They are from Denmark, they're Danish. They're called Afski. If you know black metal, you'll probably know them. The album is, I'm going to put it below here, Valley S Cab. Don't know. 6 songs, 44 minutes. This is a one-man situation, which obviously in black metal is quite common. There's a song on here called Velkommen, and this is like, it starts off with a weird type instrumental situation, but then it's into amazing like tremolo picking, tortured vocals from Ollie Pedersen. He's the one-man dude. Very wide, expansive stuff on this as well. Just a winter feeling song I've put. There's another song called Arveskum. Fast tremolo picking to start, more tortured vocals, Um, what's that? Don't know. This is like a Walking in the Woods black metal song. Ends with this beautiful melody on the guitar. Great playing. As I say, it's a black metal album with big passages, and you can just see yourself walking through the woods and stuff, and just like, it's fantastic for that. It's a little bit light for me though. What I mean by that is it's not. It's kind of aggressive, but it's not that aggressive black kind of metal that I kind of have got into recently. So that's AFSCI with Falecicab. Why can't bands have, like back in the day, you know what I mean? Like Iron Maiden and Saxon, Slayer, you know, Exodus, Death. Simple names, simple album titles. Anyway, just a bit of a rant there. Now, next here, we've got one which is just old school, new wave of British heavy metal, really. The band are called Syntage. The album is Unbound Triumph. Metal Marty Mac. This is out on High Roller Records. Now, this is just a straightforward metal, speed metal. The vocals are like high, and it's going for it. It's proper like 80s influenced. Excuse me, just had breakfast. There's a song on there called, what's it called? Ramming Speed. And it's, it starts off with Feel the Unbound Triumph, like that. And then it just bursts into like mega fast speed metal riff. Great vocals from Randy on this high-pitched metal voice. Blistering guitar solos all over the album. I'll just put, what a way to open an album. It's fucking brilliant, guys. It's 6 songs, 36 minutes. So it's a good listen, you know, if you're about to go out to a gig or something, stick it on, 36 minutes while you're getting ready. Banging the old head to speed metal. Love it. As I say, yeah, it's just old school, heavy speed metal. Think like Priest, except bands like that, you know what I mean? But it is fast, so speedy metal. There's also a song called Blood Upon the Stage, which is big drums, big guitar, big bass, big vocals, speedy and heavy. There's some gang vocals on here as well, and a big chorus, just big traditional heavy metal. Right, the 4th album I'm going to talk about. This is like a blacky, thrashy, speedy situation. It's their second full length. They're called Grave Ripper, and it's called From Welcome to Tundra. 10 songs, 33 minutes long. Another short album. Now, I've done Grave Ripper because ages ago, years ago, I used to put reviews on Facebook. This was the very first band that I actually, their first album that I actually reviewed. So I thought I'd have a little listen to this and review this as well. So yeah, Grave Ripper, From Welcome to Tundra. Song on here called Bring On The Pain. Speedy thrash riff, almost speed metal. Ferocious stuff here. A bit of tremolo picking as well. As I say, it's got a blackened influence as well. Pummeling nasty vocals, great song. Now it's like this throughout the album. I've heard people say it's like thrash and roll as well. There's a little bit of that in there, but I would mainly describe this as black and thrash. Go and check it out, Grave Ripper. And last but not least, is a band from the UK, from Manchester. Their second album, they're called Argest, Argesk, Moonlight Pyromancy. 8 songs, 45 minutes. A full length, really. This is more my black metal stuff. This is ferocious. Tremolos, atmosphere with blistering vocals, black metal vocals and death growls on here. Also there's clean vocals as well to add to the atmosphere. A little bit of prog to this song, ends with mellowed guitar, melody all over this album. Now that's the song Servant of Fire. This is a good album, guys. Now, probably there'll be some bias because I'm in the UK. These guys from the UK are Guest, I think it's pronounced. So, yeah, go and check it out. All these bands I've got here, they need support. I mean, obviously Coroner are well known and stuff, you know, and but Sintage from Germany and Grave Ripper, they're American from Indianapolis. So yeah, they need your support, guys. So go out and check these albums out, see if they're okay for you, and as I say, let me know in the comments if you want me to do this week after week, because I can do. I don't mind listening to a load of albums or writing a few words about it. Love doing it, love reviewing. So, okay, that's your lot. My Sunday sermon is over. Like and subscribe and all that business. And the Berserker, see you soon.